Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Julie and I am the knitwear designer behind Twin Stitches Designs. Today we are January 18th and I am so excited as always to be coming back and chatting with you all. I hope that you are all well and wonderful wherever you are. Today we are chatting all about what I've been working on, things that I finished, what are some projects that I want to cast on, and yeah, all of the knitting. So I hope you are set and ready to dive in. But first I do want to go over a few administrative things. First off, we just opened up a brand new swap in our Patreon group. So the worsted weight tier and up is something that we are doing a quarterly swap. So each quarter we have a fun theme where you can come and join, and I will match you up with another patron member and we will swap amazing yarn and goodies and things. So each quarter we're gonna have a different theme. For this one, we decided to have it a bright spring theme, which just means that, you know, for the yarn, it might be springy, it might be some bright colors, things like that. So if you wanna come and join, please do. It is open worldwide. There is no fee to join the swap itself. It's just being a member of the Patreon group of worsted weight tier and up. You get access to those quarterly swaps. So that's brand new in our Patreon group that I'm so excited about. I'm even thinking about potentially joining in myself this round. And signups close January 28th. And I will be matching everyone up and sending it all for February 1st. So I will put the link down below and I hope to see you there. As well, this week I will be picking the winner. I had an incredible package that arrived in the mail and I want to share it with you all. So this giveaway is actually on Patreon exclusive and is from Woolen Women's Fibers. Did I get that right? Yep. And they included their Love is in the Air box, which I am going to be giving away the entire box to one winner. In Patreon. So they sent over this incredible sock set, which I'm in love with. You get a big, beautiful candle. Wait a minute, I want to make sure. You get a hand balm, some beautiful stitch markers, lovely little card. I love this. And a project bag. Like, this is jam-packed. So thank you so much to the incredible women of the Women's Woolen Fibers. And like I said, so this giveaway is in our Patreon group and I'm going to be closing it up this week and picking a winner. And I will be sending this again worldwide. So if you're not a member of the Patreon group, there's so much happening over there. It's amazing and wonderful and definitely a place to be. So I will always put the links down below and yeah, come on and join. We'd love to have you. All right, so back to the knitting podcast. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Julianne Knitter. And as always, I always try to link everything I chat about down below this video. If you ever have any questions, please let me know and comment down below. So first off, we are going to go over some finished objects. I do have a few that I want to share. First up is a hat that you would have seen on the last podcast. This is the Amelia hat from Knitwear by Joan, and I did make some modifications. On the last podcast, I had knit all around and I was working on the back here, but I needed to figure out how to make it work for the gauge. I had a lot of issues with this when I test knit and kind of still had that same issue. So what I did instead is I actually held the yarn double and I just cast on and picked up the amount of stitches that I needed rather than what was written in the pattern. So this really made sure that it went all around and was able to fit properly. I have all of these notes in my Ravelry project page as well. Instead of doing the full snaps, I decided just to do the fun braids, and that way it was easier and the girls love it as well. So I knit this out of Hobbii in their brand new peacock yarn, which is the fluffy, the like fur, and I knit this out of their wool. for the mane. The girls absolutely love these hats. It's one of those hats that with the fur, I'm not a big fan of knitting it, but I love the finished object. So I do knit them just for the girls, and I will be knitting one for me and my husband, but it's not something I'm gonna make as gifts just because it's a lot of work with the fur and getting your needles through. So definitely a labor of love. So I really loved it. And as you know, I have twins. So once I finished one, I needed to cast on and knit a second one. I decided to use the exact same Fable fur for the inside, and then I did not have enough of the pink for a second hat, so I asked Chloe to pick a color from my stash, and she chose this purple from Knit Picks. Again, I'll link my project page down below. And I did the exact same modifications. I held the yarn double for the hat and double for behind, did the braids, and it turned out, I love it. Absolutely amazing. So I finished both of these hats since the last time we spoke. It's a great pattern, especially for kids. It really keeps them warm. We had a big snowstorm. I'll try to post photos. We had a big snowstorm and the girls were so warm in the hats. They were not cold. I even asked them as they came back in, how did they like their hats and everything, and the girls just absolutely loved it. So it makes my heart happy that they really like these hats. They are so knit worthy, so this year I'm making them more hand knits. For this I used a US 8 and a US 10 for the fur. Yeah, I think that's all the details, but I will link my project page down below for both of these. And if you have any other questions, let me know. I also finished 2 pairs of socks since we last spoke. This was a pair that I finished for Eric for the holidays. This was a pair of socks out of Hobbii in their Christmas line. And I cranked these out on my sock machine, and then I cut in for some heels, toes, and cuffs. This was one of the projects that I wanted to finish for his box of socks. And if you are not aware of his box of socks and all of that fun box of socks update, I did upload the last box of socks update, and I will link that down below. But this is a fun self-striping from Hobbii, and I really, really enjoyed it. I just cut in with some red and some green that I had in my stash, and absolutely love it. So this pair of socks is done. I did crank it out the last time we spoke, but I had not cut in for heels, toes, and cuffs. I cut in, just gonna sit back. I cut in with a 2.25 millimeter needle, afterthought heel, and I did a 2x2 rib for about 10 rounds. I only did 10 rounds for the ribbing because it was already pretty long. The leg, so I didn't feel like it needed like a full 20 rounds. I think that would have been just a little too much, but I really love how these socks turned out. Yeah. So this one was gifted to him, and now that I've shown it off to you guys, he can now wear them. The second pair of socks that I finished was actually a pair of socks for myself, and this I'm going to be knitting also Eric a sample. This is Nicole Mendez. I absolutely love Nicole's yarn. She does a lot of the self-striping and is just absolutely wonderful. She has a DK weight self-striping, which is a 75-25 blend, which is great for socks. And I knit up this pair of socks using my perfect DK weight sock pattern, and I have both here. This is in her Harry Potter Club. This is the Expecto Patronum colorway. I did a 2x2 rib, and I used a US 4 with an afterthought heel. I decided to do the afterthought heel just because I didn't want to disrupt the stripes. So I did that for both of these, and I even did these, friends, that they match. I was so proud of myself. They match right from the cast on. I really love these. I already pulled out a skein of yarn for Eric so that I'm going to be knitting his pair of socks. I didn't bring it with me, but I'll put a photo right here. I am going to be knitting the Ollivanders, which is another Harry Potter club from Nicole, on her DK weight base as well. So really love these. I cannot recommend Nicole's yarn enough, especially the DK weight. It is so squishy. I don't have enough DK weight socks in my stash. So I really, really love these, and I'm so excited. This barely took any time. It was just so much fun to knit on, and I mean, plain stockinette, a DK weight sock on a US 4, just, it flies. So really, really enjoyed that. The last finished object that I have was actually not even cast on the last time we spoke. And it is a brand new pattern that's going to be coming out later this month. I have come out with my Candy Mountain mittens. Candy Mountain patterns are something that you guys have absolutely adored, and I do too. I came out in December with, I'm going to show, the Candy Mountain cowl. So it's a great way to use up any mini skeins, leftovers, that type of thing. So it's like a double loop cowl. So much fun, and it's so easy. So I have the Candy Mountain socks, and then I have Candy Mountain double stranded. We have the Candy Mountain cowl, and now we have the Candy Mountain mittens. I knit this sample up for Claire. Claire loves a rainbow of colors. So I knit these up for her. The pattern is going to come in both fingering and DK weight, and they will be graded from toddler all the way to adult large for both weights of yarn. So I knit these double stranded, which creates a DK weight on, I think, US 5. Yeah. A lot of fun. So I've since cast them on, written up the pattern. It is just out to test knitters right now, and this is going to be coming out January 31st. It will also be the free pattern of the month for Patreon in January. So if you want to grab these for free, every single month in the Patreon group, DK weight tier and up, you get one free pattern from my Ravelry shop. Typically these will be a brand new release. And if it ever happens that I don't release a new pattern, you will get, you are able to choose from any pattern from my shop, from a free pattern. So it's just a big way to say thank you for supporting me over there as well. Yeah, so I knit this out of Whitney of MoonGlow in her Cottonwood Breeze and her Advent. So the exact same as this, and I just used the leftovers. And I still have a ton of leftovers. And I'm going to be casting on the Candy Mountain hat. I'm so excited. So I think that'll be the end of the Candy Mountain. So you will have, like, you'll be able to wear the cowl, the socks, the hat, and the mittens. I think I'll have to take a photo of, like, all of them together. It'll just be too special not to take a photo. So yes, I think that's it for that. So that is everything that I finished since the last time that we spoke. For my works in progress, I have 2 of them to share with you all. The first one is a brand new design. I did share about this a little bit on the last time that we spoke, and I had knit about like 4 to 5 inches. I'm happy to say that I am almost at 14 inches. So since we last spoke, I was maybe about like here, and I have knit a good 10 inches on the body. This is a brand new design that I am using Laura of Campfiber Yarns. I'm using her Vibrant 80/20 on almond milk, in the almond milk colorway. And I'm using her Suri in the Pressed Flowers colorway. So I'm holding these double, which creates the most beautiful, beautiful colorway. Absolutely love it. I'm knitting this on a US 8 with my Knit Picks aluminum prism needles. And right now I'm alternating skeins. The last time that we spoke, I didn't bring my new skeins in yet, so this is what I have left from the previous skeins. And I have been alternating skeins. What I've been doing is I do one row from these two balls, and then I'll do the next row from this one. One row, one row, one row, one row. And what that does is it creates a better fade of the 2 or 4 in this case yarns, and it doesn't create like a big difference as if one would be more speckled than the other. So it really creates more of a cohesive look to your garment. It's definitely something to do if you are knitting garments. It's something that's really, really important, is alternating skeins for indie dyed yarns. Commercial yarns, not necessary, depending on the type of commercial yarns. Typically those are made that you can cast on with any ball of yarn in there. They're very, very, very similar. But with the hand dyed yarns, I mean, these are dyed like by hand, and some can have different variations, and that's okay, because that's the most amazing part of hand dyed yarn. So you definitely want to make sure that you are alternating those skeins, and it creates a better cohesive. So really proud of how far I've come. About another inch or so, I'm going to be dividing the front and the back, and then adding all of those amazing details that I can't wait to share. But this is how far I have come, and I'm just really enjoying it. It's a fun potato chippy knit right now because I'm just knitting around and around until I separate the front and the back, because I am knitting this bottom up. This will be a new design. I do not know when it'll be ready for test knitters. I'm hoping by next month in February it will be ready for testers, but we shall see where I am at that point with the sweater. I have this still in my beautiful Jenna Rose basket that I love. This is the size small. I absolutely adore these Jenna Rose basket totes, and I just put everything I need in there, and I can just pick this up, bring it around the house. It's my favorite. I absolutely love these. I will link her shop down below. I only have one small and I have one medium, and I'm looking at my medium right there. It's next to my desk, and I just want all of these. Like, they are so handy. I just bring it around like this, and it's the best. Absolutely, absolutely incredible. So, really love this. I need to go snag more. The last active work in progress that I want to share, I did pick up my blanket from Whitney of MoonGlow. So Whitney does these fun gutter stitch blankets that she's been knitting constantly, and I, in October, did the Spellbound sock set with her and snagged up her Spellbound DK Weight kit. So in this kit, it is 6 different colors all together, so 6 skeins of DK weight, and I am just knitting them up gradually and doing a gradient fade. I have cast on the darkest purple, and there is no real pattern to this. I cast on 175 stitches with a US 7. And I am just knitting back and forth until I finish my skein, and then I attach the other one always at the same end, and we'll continue with that one. So it's really just, and it's all around. It's going to be a really nice lap throw size. If you are unsure of how these look, go see Whitney on her Instagram. She has been posting nonstop about these. So this is something that also, look at the little charm, isn't that adorable? It's a little watermelon. So stinking cute. I have been just loving this. I also have a project page for this, so if you are interested. And yeah, I just love these. I am wanting this year to make a blanket throw for everyone in my family. So myself, my husband, Eric, and the girls. The girls already picked out kind of their colors. Claire wants a rainbow one. And Chloe, she's always saying that she loves pinks and blues, but she really loves blues. So it's going to be maybe like a pink and blue or just blue. We're not sure yet. But yes, I will get those from Whitney. So creating more of these garter stitch. And it's also a fun project in between things where I don't have to think because I'm literally just picking up my needles, knitting back and forth, and I don't have to stress about anything. I don't have to keep count. It's just when my yarn finishes. So I would say I'm almost halfway through the second skein. I don't have a deadline. I just want to knit on this. I keep it next to my couch, so at night when I don't want to work on designs and I just really want to relax and knit, I love picking this project up. So this is something that I've picked up. The last time that I ever showed it, I didn't even start the pink, so I'm right here. And here are the other colors. So after this pink, I have a lighter pink, and then we go into light gray, dark gray. Can I pick these all up? And a dark gray. So I absolutely love these. This one is definitely mine. This is my color palette. I love this. It's amazing. Yeah, these are my colors. So really excited. And just adding, that one just ran away. Oh well, I'll go get that one later. Yeah, so I'm just adding them in as I finish them, and I really love it. I don't think she has any of the Spellbound kits in her shop, but she does potentially have the Valentine's Day one, which is so beautiful. Whitney does some fun themes, so right now it's a Valentine's Day kit, and yeah, so those are really, really beautiful. And I also have this in the tote that she gave me for our collab. And I think all of my blankets that I'm going to do from Whitney are just going to be going in this because it's just too special and so stinking cute. I don't care if it's not Halloween. Even have the little ghosty. I just love it. So that is going over there. That is everything that I'm currently actively working on. There are maybe 1 to 2 projects that I can't share that are top secret. So those will be available to show in a few months. That's definitely not something I can share right now. But yes, I am working on some socks in the background, obviously. Because you may notice that I don't actually have a pair of socks right now on my needles, but I technically do. I just can't show them to you. So there are 2 projects that I do want to cast on. This is going to be the Yarn Dyers of the Month. I'm actually going to be cranking them out today on my sock machine. For not December, Julie. For January, we have 2 Dyers of the Month in our Patreon group. So each month, starting 2023, we have 2 exclusive yarn dyers that dye up an exclusive custom colorway for our Patreon group only. So this isn't available anywhere else. It is just available for our Patreon group that you can go and purchase these. And the dyers are going to be worldwide. So no matter where you are in the world, we are going to have dyers all the way from US, Canada, UK, Australia, everywhere. Germany, all over. So this month we have Nicole of Nicole C. Mendez in her Celebrations, which is a self-striping, I want to say it's 8 colors. So this one is going to get caked up and caked up. I've already caked it up. It is going to be cast on today, and I'm going to wind this up. And the second dyer of the month is Heather of Craft Nut Yarns, and I just love this. This is going to be a pair for Eric for sure. Which is beautiful blues and grays. It is stunning. So this one as well is going to be cranked out on my sock machine. So both of these, I want to crank them out today, at least have them done, cranked, and then within the next week or so, then cut in for some heels, toes, and cuffs. So both of these are still available, so come and join the Patreon group before the end of January to be able to snag both of these dyers. And I just have this in a fun bag from Knitting Unicorn. I received this from a kit from Molly from Homespun House. She was doing some kits and it came with a bag, and I just absolutely loved this. The last project that I want to cast on is my Candy Mountain hat, and I've actually prepared already, taking the needles out, I've actually already prepared my bag with the minis. I was thinking for the Candy Mountain hat to do all blues, just kind of something a little bit different, because Whitney has so many beautiful blue greens in her advent that I thought, why not pull them all out? Let me try and show them to you. Aren't those gorgeous? So I'm not sure how many I'm going to use. I'm not sure. I think I want to do a fade, and this is the Cottonwood Breeze that I'm going to use. And I just want to do all blue. So I'm thinking of casting this on today or tomorrow. And then this will be February's pattern for Patreon, as well as coming out in February. I have this in a Daisy Girl & Company bag, which I love. And both of this as well is going to come, the hat is going to be graded for toddler to adult large in both fingering and DK weight. So if you are interested in test knitting, sign up for my EARBURN list, because I'll need test knitters, I would say within the next week or two. No, probably about 2 weeks. So yes, I'm really excited about this. And I just love the Candy Mountain, and I don't want them to come to an end. I don't want this range to come to an end, so maybe there's something else I can do in the future, but I just absolutely love it. Okay, so that is everything that I have been working on. That is everything that I want to cast on, but I did get something in the mail that I do want to share with you all. I received one of the February Dyer of the Month, and I'm so excited to announce that Eden Cottage Yarns is going to be one of the Dyers of the Month for Patreon, and they have dyed this incredible, beautiful color called Water Lilies, which is custom and exclusive to our Patreon group. It is so beautiful, and I am so excited. So this is on their Brimham 4-ply, which is a 8515. Oh my god, it's so pretty. So this is going to be available to purchase in the Patreon group starting February 1st. Really pretty. So yeah, I wanted to share that off because I did receive that in the mail, and I could not help, like, I can't stop squishing it. I am thinking to also potentially cake this up today and maybe crank it out as well, or wait till February. I don't know. I don't know yet. All right, friends, that is everything. I really hope you enjoyed this podcast. I am planning on uploading a brand new video on my YouTube channel every single Thursday, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button not to miss out on any fun videos. I also have a giveaway winner to announce from the last podcast, and I will put the giveaway winner right here. If you please want to send me an email at twinstitchesdesigns3@gmail.com, I will get a fun package out in the mail to you. And I also want to announce that there potentially might be a giveaway for this podcast as well. If you want to comment down below this video, just anything, what you like about this, what do you like about the projects, the YouTube channel, what do you want to see in 2023, I will be pulling a winner to win a surprise bundle package from me to you. And that is always open worldwide for everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic and wonderful day wherever you are in the world. And I will catch you guys again next week for another fun, maybe vlog, podcast. Who knows what's coming to you. All right, bye friends.